Right, recording. So, hi you guys, good morning and welcome to my channel. I just feel like stretching, My bad, you guys. Anyways, I'm back with a new video and we're gonna check out my favorite mic. And this video is called When Tyson Sought Revenge for His Idol. Is it Larry Holmes? It says, the night Tyson met Larry Holmes for the undisputed heavyweight championship. So I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into this video. What does his eyes look like? Don't tell me they did him dirty with that. Or maybe it's just quality, because they made the quality higher. Let's see.
There's no one in the world today could beat me.
Welcome back to the Big Fight Recap here on BLTV Classic.
Hey, let's go.
There comes a time in every great boxer's career when they have to beat the man who beat the man.
Guys.
And while Larry Holmes wasn't technically the lineal champion in 1988, in the eyes of boxing fans, he was the must-have name for any heavyweight resume for a fighter to truly claim flag-bearer status in the heavyweight division. As documented in our previous videos in the series, Tyson had fought an array of technically renowned boxers during his reign as champion. However, their skill sets were primarily imitations and paled in comparison to the legendary arsenal the long-reigning king Larry Holmes brought to the table.
Larry Holmes will kill you. Literally kill you if you let him.
It was arguably the most important fight of prime Mike Tyson's career, and time has remembered it as one of the most significant fights in heavyweight history. The night Tyson sought revenge for his boxing idol. Let's take a look.
Now let's see if the pace changes already. Good right hand, good combination, scored. Holmes is coming.
Larry Holmes burst onto the heavyweight scene in 1978 after successfully challenging Ken Norton for the WBC title. It was a violent affair that culminated in a breathtaking final round where Holmes had to win to get the decision.
We see who is
Larry Holmes was a relatively unknown quantity by the time he became champion, having only shared the ring with one notable name in Ernie Shavers. But behind the scenes, his reputation was infamous, particularly among the heavyweight elites, as the likeness of Larry's style to Ali's made for perfect sparring for top guys like Ernie Shavers and Joe Frazier as they prepared to take on the king of the heavyweight division.
You're gonna see two heavyweight champions fighting. One is the phony and one is the real one.
Ali himself took a close liking to Holmes, bringing the dubbed Easton Assassin on board the team as early as 1968, helping to nurture a talent that would one day conquer the golden generation of the heavyweight division.
Oh, Ali versus.
After capturing the title from Norton, Holmes wiped the floor with the rest of the 1970s dwindling contenders, where a certain Michael Gerard Tyson paid close attention while serving time in the youth correctional facility.
I want Larry Holmes to get in the ring and prove to the world that he's the reigning heavyweight champion that he say he is.
With a multitude of talented young fighters on the rise in the early 80s, Holmes had his work cut out for him as he led the charge as the new face of the division. However, one man for the previous generation wasn't quite prepared to allow a new crop to blossom without getting wet.
And I'm coming back because I'm going to be the champ 4 times. I promise you, it'll be a miracle. Holmes will be no contest.
As much as the boxing public wanted to believe that Ali still possessed the smoke required
That's
to
Don
deal with
King!
yet
No
another monster in the
way!
heavyweight
No
division,
way!
It was clear that this time
No
his chances
way!
were slim to none.
What's that, Don King? That was definitely Don King. I know a snake when I see one. Oh my God.
Heavyweight division, it was clear that this time his chances were slim to none. Ali had been out of the ring for 2 years, and his health was in disarray. He might have overcome the odds to beat Liston and Foreman in the past,
That was him
but
as
at this
well.
stage in his career, it was difficult to see any
Oh.
route to victory against what was now a prime.
Okay, let's focus.
Ali has been your idol. Will you take it easy on him?
My thing is to go out there and knock him out, to hurt this man, not to take it easy on him. That is not my job.
Get the idea that Muhammad Ali might explode at any time too.
At the end of the day, this is the hurt business. There's no place for anything other than a rather him than me attitude. And Holmes stayed true to his word of putting friendships aside as he became the first and only person to defeat Muhammad Ali inside the distance.
I was gonna say, he did that to Ali. See, I'm losing focus, you guys, because of, you
Ali
know,
took a hellacious
we're not gonna mention
one-sided
him for the
beating.
rest of this video.
It was a tough watch for all involved, but it struck an even deeper chord with a young boxer from Brooklyn whose trainer had a close personal
Hey,
relationship
Customato!
with the former icon.
See, good people now. Changing up the vibe.
My adopted father and my mentor, Customato, is very close with Ali, and their birthday's on the same day, January 17th. And every day
Class.
they call
I
each
know
other,
when I
talk
see
crap,
it.
and when they call
Class.
them, I'm on the other
There you
phone, and I'm listening to the conversation. He would never let me talk to him, so I sneak and hang on the phone. He didn't speak to us, so he couldn't hear me getting on the phone. I would hear him talking. And so I talked to Ali, and Ali had just lost to Larry Holmes that night. The next morning, they were talking on the phone. And Cuss was mad that they lost, and then after all of a sudden he said, hold it, I got a 14-year-old kid, black kid here, he's gonna be champ of the world. Tell him to listen to me, okay? Just tell him to listen to me. He said, okay. But I'm crying while he's saying it. When I get big, I'm gonna get him for you. When I get big, not when I'm a champion, when I'm a top fighter, when I get big, because I'm only 14. But then when I get big, then I'm saying,
I got goosebumps.
when I get big, I'm gonna get him for you.
There are a lot of misconceptions.
I've never known this story right here. The documentaries that we've seen, I never knew this little story here.
About who Mike Tyson truly idolized as a young boxer coming up. You hear a lot about Jack Dempsey and Roberto Duran, but the truth is, Muhammad Ali meant the world to him. He admired his skills, bravado, and most importantly, his courage. As intelligent and punctual as Tyson is today, he still struggles to find words to describe his admiration for Ali.
Me.
I got goosebumps in my legs.
There's no way other fighters can match him. He'll die for this shit. He'll die. I'm not gonna die for that.
Larry Holmes was prepared to face the backlash of defeating the world's biggest
I got
sporting icon
chills.
as he tried to save face in the direct aftermath by crying in his post-fight interview.
It hurt you to punish him that way, didn't it?
I feel that he fought one of the baddest heavyweights in the world today, and you cannot take credit from him.
However, that heartbroken 14-year-old kid represented how most of the sporting world felt as a consequence of Ali Holmes. Larry was now the villain, and the press pushed this portrayal so hard that Holmes himself eventually succumbed to the narrative, as stories of Larry relentlessly beating his sparring partners, all the while trashing former kings of the ring, propagated and overshadowed the greatness he was producing in the squared circle.
You saw Don King behind him. But why do you call him ungracious? He's just great at what he do.
If you really
Give credit to where it's due, regardless of who you...
About the whole thing, Rocky couldn't carry my jock strap. If I hurt your feelings back there, so f***ing what?
As unlikable as Holmes seemed, his run as champion
I
warranted
respect him. Come on.
He made 19 world
Why is he the
title
villain?
defenses,
He's just
with
great.
8 of those against young, undefeated rising top talents. He took on all comers and left no stones unturned. By 1985, he'd amassed a record of 48-0 and would only suffer his first defeat at the hands of what many felt was a robbery against Michael Spinks.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of agreement, Ray, with that decision here at the Hilton Hotel.
The loss, even given the fact many thought he had won, was enough for Larry to hang him up. He felt he'd achieved everything possible and did it all without getting the plaudits he deserved from the media and fans.
Wow.
However, there was one more name, one last undefeated
Mike!
fight that, if he could best, would surely change the public's perception.
People are saying, Larry Holmes, why? They won't say that anymore after this, because I know what I'm doing. If they want to make him out of a beast that he's claimed to be, he's going to be in there with a beast. I'm an experienced professional fighter. I am no kid. I do not play. I'm going to knock this guy out.
Whoa.
To me, guys, the real issue here is how Larry Holmes is going to deal with this force of nature in front of him when he gets hurt.
Larry Holmes returned from an 18-month hiatus on January 2nd, 1988, to challenge Mike Tyson for the undisputed heavyweight championship.
He's an
Tyson
actor.
entered the ring with his
Guys,
idol, Muhammad Ali, who whispered, "Go get him for me, champ," in Mike's ear just before the first bell sounded.
Mike is so respectful. He said, I got you.
And I think that's really what's made it the event that it is.
I got chills. Oh my god. Wow, I love to see new things. We've been watching so much.
Once again, the popular school of
See
thought
the
is that
story.
Larry Holmes is going to have to back up.
Look at the movement. Okay, Mike. Okay. You warming up? Holmes look a little bit unstable, I'm not gonna lie. Look at the body work, the body movement.
The first round
Still
was a cagey feel-out affair, with Holmes, as
got
Larry
the-
Merchant put it, being
still
the
in good shape.
landmark that avoided the wrecking ball.
And just to elaborate on that,
Look at him compared to Mike.
remember the numbering system we talked about before the fight.
The body's wide open and Tyson attacks him.
Like Mike looked more lean. Holmes got a little bit of extra, you know.
By Tyson.
That's the right
Little
hand.
thick.
Tyson says no, it didn't hurt. There's a right hand lead by Tyson.
You know, Mike is younger, more,
Right hand, best punch of the fight.
little quicker, little faster.
Tyson was a lot sharper in the second,
Yeah,
beating
sharper,
the
that's
great
the
Larry
word.
Holmes at his own game with the jab, which appeared to light a fuse in Larry as he came out to his own detriment with a spring in his step in the third.
Can pull together one.
Look at the body movement. It's a difference. Mike can take those punches. Oh, he's taking those punches for fun. He's having fun with them. He's like, come on. That's all you got? Oh,
That was a right hand and down goes Holmes.
it's a little combo, right?
Right hand.
Tyson nailed Holmes with a devastating right hand midway through the
Boom,
fourth,
boom,
which left the
tell
former
you.
champ
No.
scrambling around the ring, desperately trying to avoid Tyson's wide-winging hooks.
And down he goes again from another right.
He's still on Queer Street.
And took
Yeah, this
another
is
big
Mike.
right hand.
Tyson's there.
So calm with it. Mike, he don't waste no
Huge right hand.
That should be it.
stamina. Like, very precise with everything.
Holmes, and that's going to be it. It's over.
Yeah,
That's all.
finito. Finito.
As durable as Holmes was, no heavyweight could get up after crashing that hard to
No.
the canvas.
Okay, Mike Tyson, did this mean something special to you tonight? Because Larry Holmes was once an outstanding fighter.
Well, it's
Well-
great to have the name on my record, but everyone knows Larry Holmes was a legendary fighter. And if he was at his best, I couldn't stand a chance. He was a great fighter. I admire him very much. Absolutely, yes.
The king is dead. Long live the new king.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Larry.
And back to ringside.
Class.
Mike's win over Larry is
Class.
often
Like, we
overlooked
don't trying to see Don King there in the back. Look at him.
Back to ringside.
We see him there in the corner.
Mike's win over Larry is often overlooked today due to the circumstances and age difference between the two. Holmes was 38 after all.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought
as
it was
Holmes would go on to
older.
prove, age is just a number when you have elite boxing skills to fall back on.
Body. Good right hand from Larry Holmes. Catches a jab moving out of there. Another right from Holmes.
In February 1992, 4 years after the Tyson fight,
I'm born
Holmes added
1993.
yet another undefeated prospect to his resume in merciless Ray Mercer.
Uppercut from Holmes, but not a lot on it. Good right hand and then the left from Holmes.
Mercer looked like the real deal after obliterating Tommy Morrison in his previous outing. Yet, Holmes was able to school him, as he would many other decent heavyweights right up until his retirement in 2002, 15 years after the Tyson match.
Oh, wow. He kept going.
To this day, Holmes is one of the most underappreciated champions in history. He forged his career in blood, showing tremendous courage, never ducking a single opponent, all while displaying beautiful boxing skills that are still
Respect.
studied by students of the game today.
Ooh.
Tyson and Holmes remained good friends ever since their fight. But it
Aw.
was Mike's relationship with Ali that became stronger bonded by the battle.
Watch me, Ali. Champ, watch me, champ. Watch the feet. Watch the feet. Watch the feet, champ. I'm bad, champ. I'm bad, champ.
The two
Oh,
met
I'm
annually
about to
discuss
cry.
all things life, right up until Ali's death in 2016.
Who would have won if you fought this man in your prime?
Oh.
I was a dancing master.
Yeah, you were a dancer. You moved.
I wasn't that powerful. I was so fast.
Uh-huh.
If he hit me,
For someone with the hard-earned ego of Ali to admit that he could have lost to Tyson, it shows just how much respect that these two legends had for each other.
What would you say, Mike?
I by no means, I'm vain. I know I'm great, but can I tell you something? In this situation, every head must bow, every tongue must confess. This is the greatest of all time.
Nah, that was a good one. I'm gonna cry, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna cry in this one, but I got moved by it. But what was Yeah, like, shout out to everyone in this video. Holmes, Ali, Mike. Why do they have to show Don King here too? Like, we're not trying to see this. Shout out to everyone except Don King. Oh my god, do you guys hear my cat? I will end the video here. I need to wipe my face. Appreciate you watching if you made it to the end. Oh my god. Bye, you guys. I need to let my cat in.